So guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Match reaction, Bournemouth 2, Manchester United 2. And that's now one win in our last 7 games. One win in our last 7 games is absolutely crazy. And do you know what? Seriously, I said it after the Brentford game. I said it after the Chelsea game. Just end the season. Right now, end the season. Next week's game, the FA Cup at Wembley against Coventry. I'm not even excited. I'm not even excited for it because watching this team right now is a chore. I don't get up for it. I don't get excited for it because the worst part about it is I know what I'm going to see. I know what to expect from this team week in, week out. We know what we're going to see. We're going to face a load of shots, 20 plus. We're going to have a load of space opened up on the pitch. We're going to concede easy goals and we're going to get away with it or lose the game. Every single time, rinse and repeat with Manchester United right now. Ten Hag on his last legs. And I'm really considering, just getting him gone. Jump ship, please. Because what are you doing with this team? And I get it, the injuries, you can come out and say that. But no, what we are seeing right now is not down to the injuries. It's down to the coaching and it's down to the players not wanting to play for him. And that's exactly what it is. These players should be ashamed of themselves. The last 4 games, the Chelsea one, unacceptable. Brentford one, unacceptable. Inexcusable stuff happening with this team. And some of the players yesterday, it may have been worse than Chelsea. It may have been worse than Brentford. Casemiro, what are you doing? What are you doing on that pitch? If I was Casemiro there watching back my performances recently, I'd walk off the pitch because that is shocking. That is shocking, and he needs to go. He needs to go now. I've had enough. Players on like Cambrala had a shocker yesterday, a real shocker, but he's being hung out to dry. The amount of gaps and space in between these players on the pitch. Watching that game yesterday and how easy it was for Bournemouth to create chances and move forward with the ball. It's kids level. It is genuinely kids level. It's shocking. I think Jamie Redknapp said after the game, it looked like Casemiro's playing for Soccer Aid. It actually did. Because none of these players deserve to play right now. They're all shocking. All shocking right now. And as I mentioned, you just know what to expect. You know what to expect with this team. And you're just going to get a load of garbage every single week. No hard work. No tactics, no style of play, no idea. Nothing about these players anymore. And you're seeing certain players, Rashford, I don't know how he survived as long as he did. Seriously, a player that has to go as well. Many of these players, I said it, a summer clear out. End the season now. Put me out my misery. Get the clear out and go again next season. Because I cannot stand watching his team at the moment. It's inexcusable stuff. And Ten Hag, as I mentioned, is on his last legs now. I mentioned earlier, Cambrala, I feel for him because these youngsters, they're not being put into this team to progress. You're either playing now, you're either good now, or you're not going to help the team. They have no time to progress. We are not giving these players, because how bad our other players are, our more experienced players are, they're not role models. Then I don't know what they are, because they're not showing these youngsters what they should do on the pitch. The youngsters are showing them up. The youngsters are seriously showing them up. Forson, Cambrala, Kobe Mino, obviously the main one I'm talking about, have to come into this team and show these players how it's done. Tell me another team that's like that, please. Please. I feel bad for them because they're not given time to progress. They got to come in now and be the standouts and have the pressure on them. And that's not how it should be. Unbelievable, man. 1 win in 7. You just know what to expect. Just end the season. End the season now. I've had enough of this team. I've seriously had enough. Genuinely had enough of this team. And where do we go from here? Genuinely tell me, where do we go? Because it's a disgrace. A disgrace. Coventry next week, we're probably going to lose. We're probably going to lose. Genuinely. I'm not confident. I'm not excited about the game. I don't want to watch this team anymore. Because it's a chore. It's an absolute chore. Oh, Jesus Christ. I cannot understand for the life of me how bad we are. It's genuinely makes some League 2 and League 1 teams look better than us. A style of play. I'm sure they have it. An idea of what they're doing on the pitch. I'm sure they have it. Fight. I'm sure they have fight. Because all of these players do not or should not put on that shirt again. Because this is Manchester United. It's not soccer aid. Some of the performances are just genuinely shocking, guys. Genuinely. The standards and how low they are with this team are shocking. I don't expect anything. This is what we are. Genuinely, this is what we are. And this is how good this team is going to be. Unless we have a serious change. Because, and also one that really pissed me off as well after the match. Hearing comments from Dominic Solanke saying, we feel we should be winning these games. Dominic Solanke! We made him look like Prime Kluivert. No, not Prime Kluivert. We made, was it Justin? Yeah, Justin Kluivert looking like Patrick. Genuinely looking like Patrick Kluivert. Prime Patrick. That's how it was on the pitch. Solanke, banging in goals all season. Get him to Old Trafford. Get him to Old Trafford. That's my transfer target. That's my striker I want up top. Genuinely, the midfield being outclassed again by Bournemouth. And Ten Hag has the audacity to come out after the game and blame Garnacho, a guy that's carried Ten Hag on his back all season with individual brilliance and goals and assists and just being the star boy throughout the majority of the season. How dare you? How dare you? A guy that's done all of his work this season, done so much for the team. You're going to call him out. Shocking. Call out the ones like Casemiro. Call out Marcus Rashford. You won't do that because you have favourites. And you wouldn't dare say that to Rashford. You wouldn't dare go and say that to Casemiro. Genuinely, it's so bad. It's toxic. There's no fight about this team. There's absolutely no soul in this Manchester United team. And they come out, this is the way they come out after the game as well. Ten Hag, walking out of his press conference. What is going on? What in the hell is going on with this team? But they're just getting away with it, aren't they? They're just getting away with it until the end of the season. And that's how it's going to be. Because that's how good we are. Genuinely, that's how good we are. But you make players and teams like Bournemouth look like teams that should be fighting for top 4. League 2 and League 1 teams, they'd put up a better fight than us. They really would. Shocking, man. Even like the likes of Dalot was poor. Bruno, carried us in that game with his 2 goals. And people still can criticise Bruno Fernandes. And I will do it because rightly so, he's been poor this season at times. But again, it's just hanging on. And the fact is we nearly lost it as well towards the end of the game. The fact we nearly went and did what we did against Brentford, did what we did against Chelsea again, and VAR had to come in and, help us out a bit. But, overall, guys, let me know your thoughts down below because that was absolutely shocking. And I've had enough of it. I really have. It's out of order in a way. You cannot be that bad. What are they doing? What are they learning? What are they being taught? What are they being coached? Genuinely, it's low-level kids football, what we're watching. Low level. You cannot be making teams like Bournemouth have about 500 shots in our goal. It can't be happening. Watch the goals back, how easy they were. Wow. It was honestly baffling to me. But let's go on to the player ratings, guys, quickly. Onana made some good saves. It could have been 5. It could have been 6 if it wasn't for Onana. So I'm going to give him a solid 5. Dalot was poor, 4.5. Shocking. The amount of space between him, Kwambala, and like Samainu is just, what is going on? What's the idea? Why is there that much space? I don't understand it. So yeah, Dalot gets a 4. Kwambala had a bit of a shocker. We'll give him a 4 as well. Maguire would give a 5. I thought he was alright. Again, defensively atrocious today. Wan-Bissaka, 3.5. Poor yesterday. Casemiro, 3.2. Shocking. I want that to be his last game. I would genuinely want that to be his last game. And I'm praying that Saudi come in Al Nassr, Al Hilal, come and save us and pay some big money for the likes of these players or some of these players that just need to go now. They're not fit for the Premier League. They can't go. They don't have the legs. And Casemiro is a victim of that. So, yeah, Casemiro 3.2. Mainu didn't have the best of games, but I thought, again, one of the better players in the team, if you could say that about any of them on the day. So, yeah, I'll give him a 5. Bruno, again, scored two of our goals. Would have been another loss if it wasn't for him. Didn't play well, though. So, yeah, 6.5. Garnacho got taken off at half time, didn't really have an impact, so a good Garnacho, solid 4.5. Rashford 3.5 as well. Again, I don't know how he survives as long as he does in these games. It's shocking. Again, greedy, going back to his usual self, selfish, shooting when he should be passing the ball, simple things like that. Again, running back into his game. Just, I don't want him here anymore. Højlund again. What can you say? He's gone back to no service now, but he's not getting the chances. And again, he can't score right now. So, yeah, 4.5, but it's not his fault. Diallo came on. Gave him a solid 6. No support for him, no. Absolutely no support. And this is why I feel sorry for all these young kids. They're being hung up to dry by the more experienced ones. So, yes, 6. Mount, 5.2. Again, came on. Didn't have an impact, really, did he? Again, I thought he should have been starting. Apparently, Anthony wasn't in the squad because he had a disagreement with Ten Hag why he should be playing. He feels he deserves that he should be getting more minutes. It's right. It's fair. I'm sick of it now. I really am sick of it. So, yeah, Ten Hag, 2.5. Shocking. No identity. Nothing about these players. They're not playing for him. I don't know what they're being coached. I don't know what the tactics are. But yeah, smash a like, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys for the FA Cup.